Welcome to another video. Now, before I start this one, I've been driving this car for about all of 10 minutes, and so far I've had 2 kids ask me to do burnouts and 1 guy yell at me out the window asking if it's a real GTR. GTR life. Now, this car is one I've been trying to do a video on for quite a while now, and we've never been able to meet up with the owner. There's always been something stopping it, but anyway, we're here today. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a shit house day. Hopefully it won't stop this being a very good video. But I've got to say, I am right now sitting in the epitome of JDM cars, for me anyway. Some people might disagree, but for me, the 32 GTR is the absolute king dick of JDM cars. I have always loved 32 GTRs. I reckon they're the best Skyline shape by far. You know, they got the racing history here and overseas, and they're just an all-around good-looking car. And I'm really hoping that today I'm going to be able to do a video on 3 GTRs: 33, 32, 33, and 34. And if this all falls into place, I'm going to be bloody happy that I get to drive all these cars in one day. So right now I'm in a mate's 32 GTR, as you can see, and I've literally just got to my mate's house, jumped in the car, and we're going to another mate's house where a couple of other cars are. So I know nothing about it, to be honest, so I can't really give you much info yet until we stop and I either get the owner or Troy to explain everything done to this beautiful R32 GTR. Alright, slight problem already. We stopped to get some E85 for the R33 GTR that we're going to. I'm like, fuck, that stinks. It's leaking in the car. I was told this jerry can didn't leak, but it definitely does. Alright, the problem has been rectified. Got it now jammed behind the seat, but my hands are covered in E85 from trying to hold it up till I can pull over. I stink. Anyway, we will pick this up when we actually stop and I can go over this car in proper detail. Alright guys, so I've decided I'm going to jam 2 GTRs into this one video. I'm actually in a really amazing spot to do this video. Beautiful property here. And we have David's R32 GTR. As I said before, this is like the epitome of Japanese cars for me. 32 GTR is the absolute ultimate. Toughest looking GTR. Sorry if there's a bit of wind noise. Just how aggressive they look. They are the absolute top tier JDM car for me. Now this one is a 1994, so actually one of the last of the R32 GTRs. So in 95 the R33 GTR came out. This car is actually factory white. It's been painted black at some point. And I have to say, it's pretty much the opposite of what most people do to GTRs these days. Usually GTRs are, you know, big tire, sort of not much down from stock ride height, you know, smaller offset wheels, track orientated, stuff like that. I'm about to get attacked by Troy's dog here. Whereas David has gone the opposite, where it's slammed, big wheel with stretched tire, stuff like that. So I do dig it. So it has 18x10 0 Workmeisters all the way around, which are absolutely huge. So that's a 235 on this rim, and it's stretched to the absolute shit. They're real tight fit on the back, as you can see, and there's actually a bit of rubber from rubbing, and you can see here on the tire. But these wheels are absolutely huge, very aggressive. It does look very good. I have to say, this car's pretty mellow. All it has is N1 turbos, full exhaust, power FC, tune, bit of boost. Real basic car, still twin turbo. Look, I could be completely wrong here, but I'm pretty sure N1s are 2860s. So David's told me it makes mid to high 200s. Like, driving it here, it's weird because they're really small turbos and twins, low mounts. But it's still pretty laggy, like $4,500 until it picks up and then really goes. Who knows, probably needs a retune, I don't know. So some really cool stuff about this car. A lot of GTRs, because of the big bolsters on the seats, always, especially 32 being the oldest out of the GTRs, always the seats are stuffed. And this car, surprisingly, has really, really good seats, like not worn at all. Bolsters are still really good, foam's all intact, which is amazing. The suede's all good. Just needs a really, really good cleanup. This car just needs a good clean. I would love to get hold of this car for like a weekend and go over it. Back seats still really, really good. As you can see, 4-seater. E85 still in the back chilling. Stock steering wheel. Interior is very, very stock. It has the stock, which should have been a factory option, bubble in the dash. So some cool little bits and pieces that I did notice. It does have a mines cluster, if you can see there. And it also has the mines triple gauges in there. Now those by themselves are super bloody expensive. Power FC, as you can see. But apart from that, the interior is stock standard and in very, very good condition. Even, I'm very surprised, one thing that really goes on all of these are these quarter, proved me wrong. I was about to say these quarter trims are really good, but they're gone. That's like a standard thing in these. Body wise is completely stock. So the stock flaps on the back, stock bar, stock spoiler, the aftermarket skirts, the front bar's genuine, lips genuine, does have an aftermarket hood, which I have to say, and I told David I hate this hood, sorry, bonnet, because we're in Australia. This with a stock bonnet would look absolutely amazing. Another thing I like, which is very rare, like obviously cars get windscreens over the years, but this has a factory metal window trims, which are usually long gone when people get windscreens done, because windscreen places sort of just pop all the standard seals off and put one rubber one. Now, as is most RB26s with low mounts, the engine bay is very, very complicated looking. Like, still has a high cast, still has a 6 throttle setup, still low mount twins, etc, etc. It looks like an absolute nightmare to work on. It has split fire coil packs, has an apexy cooler, so it's a very, very basic car. But at the end of the day, it's a GTR, it's automatically amazing. And like, this is the car I drove here, and surprisingly it drives really, really nice. It's like not super bumpy, it's really, really quiet, comfortable. Just drive, literally get in, turn the key, drive it like a normal car, still on pump fuel, no clunks and all that shit. It drives really, really, really nice. So I really, really dig this car, love it. onto the next car. Now, doing this whole YouTube thing, doing videos of people's cars has sort of opened a lot of doors to companies, other people, etc, and has given me the opportunity to drive a lot of cars that I think I would never be able to drive if it wasn't for doing videos and stuff like that. And right now this is that exact situation. So I got to drive my pretty much dream car today, R32 GTR, but I think the epitome for 99% of people that are into JDM cars is a 34 GTR. And I'm happy to say I get to drive this car today. which I have to say thank you so much to the owner, like, for trusting me with this car. Like, if you're not into Jap cars and you maybe don't understand the price on these things at the moment, I'm talking a couple of $100,000 for one of these, especially in a V-Spec, which is what this is. And to say I'm nervous to drive this car is very much of an understatement. The fact that I get to do a video and drive and sort of stuff around with this car blows my mind. Like, I'm very, very nervous to drive this car. The owner asked if I wanted to drive it here where we are now instead of the 32. I said fuck no, because look, just the thought of, you know, I'm not going to be an idiot driving it, but it's all the people around me. Imagine I got rear-ended, something, whatever, someone sideswipes it, I would never forgive myself. It's just too much pressure on me, to be honest. This thing is immaculate. So 100% factory inside, apart from the head unit. Still has a screen, factory seats, factory trim, all that stuff. And I have to say the trim is in beautiful condition. These are factory, mats are factory, door trims are beautiful, color is on point. The only add-ons externally to this car are these lower lips, which I'm pretty sure are like a Nismo add-on, factory Brembos. And these wheels, again, are absolutely monstrous. And these are 19 by 11. Yes, I said 11 all round, front and rear. Has the carbon B-pillar Nismo add-ons. And again, seats in absolutely mint condition. Usually these are pretty munched. These are all worn here and here from getting in and out, but this one is beautiful. Steering wheel's in really good nick. Gear knob, everything here in here is pretty good. Now this is a very common thing, that these screens sort of go to shit. It's like a nav TV sort of thing they had in the 34s. Now this car is pretty stock though, I have to say. Wheels, coilovers, exhaust, which is very, very quiet. And even under the bonnet is like 99% stock standard. Airbox, standard cooler, piping, even the dump pipe's all factory. So all it has is some BC coilovers, the wheels, and from what I can tell, just a catback exhaust. And a couple of the body add-ons. Apart from that, a very stock standard R34 GTR. Correct me if I'm wrong, I could be wrong, so calm down guys. These are a factory alloy bonnet and alloy front guards. And these headlights, I know from watching previous videos of other YouTubers, these Xenon R34 GTR headlights are absolutely insane money. Like, I'm talking thousands of dollars for these headlights. I know the owner wants to replace the headlights because they're going a bit dull, so RIP, good luck. It's a very, very rare occurrence, but for this video, look, I really want to drive this car and sort of show you guys, but I'll be honest, I'm shitting myself. I don't want to drive this car. I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to give it a miss on driving this car. I don't want to risk it. I don't want something to happen. I don't know, there's just a million things going through my head that makes me not want to drive this car. And I just realized another body add-on. These are not the factory wing mounts. So factory, this spoiler is a lot lower. So these are aftermarket mounts that lift the spoiler higher. There's not much to talk about with this car. It is absolutely beautiful. It looks so tough. I was following the owner on the way here. I was driving his 32, and this car on the road is absolutely breathtaking. Like, being behind it, the back, I don't know what it is about the back of 34s, but they look crazy. Like, with the big fat guards over the GTT, front and rear, gives them an absolutely massive road presence. I'm going to do a few nice beauty shots of this car, and that's pretty much going to be the end of this video this week, guys. So 2 GTRs in one video. I hope you guys appreciate it. Absolutely blown me away, and I can't thank the owner enough for letting me drive one of them here, even though I'm scared to drive the other one. So show you guys what this RB26 sounds like. Pretty mellow, to be honest. It's a pretty stock car at the end of the day. 2.6 twin turbo. You can see the screen still works, just the actual front of it has gone a bit cracked, which I know is a very, very common thing. I can't even reach the pedals in this thing, to be honest.
We're on the top of the dash. Ah, that was more.
That was going to be the end of this video. It's a few hours later, but we have swapped the 34 for the 33 GTR. I'm still in the 32 GTR. This is like a fucking epitome of GTR video. I hope you guys enjoy this, but hopefully I can get into the 33 GTR because 32 and the 34 are really, really mellow. Like, I'm talking exhaust, tune, computer, and that's it. The 33 is a whole different story. I'm talking built motor, big turbo, dog box, and everything in between. So hopefully we can jump into that car very, very soon. Compared to the 32 and the 34, even just on the road, like, just loud and fucking, I can hear you shifting over that car.
Bro, it's so, and it hurts my hand sometimes, it bounces back, you know what I mean?
I'm scared you're gonna break this thing. Oh man. Holy shit.
It feels like you're gonna break something.
It literally feels like the car's falling apart.
But it's fucking, the sound is awesome, yeah?
You reckon you can beat Logan's car?
I reckon I'll beat it. No, you're covered.
Feels fucking insane.
And did you feel the slingshot before when I just went 4 minutes a second? I don't know these straights, so fuck it.
This is like next level. All the noises fucking coming out of this thing.
My seatbelt's fucking.
Fuck, dude.
You sink in the seat,
Oh my God. I'm gonna snap the back off the seat. What turbo's on this?
T88.
Fuck, so old school,
Old
mad
school,
fucking.
yeah. Just old school as fuck.
It sounds, you know, being behind you, like you can see the big exhaust, the big tire and shit. Oh. Oh,
in gear, my bad.
Tell me you broke a drive shaft.
Break something.
Oh no!
Fucking break something.
Drive shaft. 100%. I fucking told you! I told you! 100% a drive shaft.
Fucking hell. I'm not driving this ever again. I'm telling you.
I fucking knew it.
Maybe it's the box.
Nah, I reckon it'll be drive shaft.
Fuck. No!
Fucking hell.
Holy shit.
This is why you don't say you're gonna break something, David.
Fucking hell. Good job, both drive shafts. At least it wasn't a box.
What's the normal, yeah? It's a 5.5 I went in pocket. I went to launch and fucking just snapped both on the end.
So one launch, both rear drive shafts.
Yeah, the rear snap.
Holy moly.
They're both gone.
So it's the day after, I'm now back home. Unfortunately, by the time we got the 33 and stopped somewhere, etc., it got way too dark. I didn't have time to go through that car, which unfortunately is the extreme car of the bunch of 3 GTRs. But just a quick rundown, like that car is a dog box, T88, built motor, big power, made something like 530 kilowatt or something like that. A super, super fast car, but first launch, broke both rear drive shafts. So as you saw, you could grab them from the shaft and the unis were absolutely gone. So that was all over very quick. So hopefully down the track at some point, we'll be able to do a proper video on that 33. And again, thanks David for, getting the cars out that day for me to do a video. Really appreciate it. And hope you guys did too. So see you guys next week.